Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. So glad that you're here. Episode 91. Wow. Thank you for being here live with me, and thank you for being here on the replay. So excited. So excited. I've been doing a lot of really deep diving work the last couple of days into looking into the private membership and what will be offered there, and creating some exciting months ahead. One thing that I know to be true about myself is I have a tendency to overserve. I'm known as Overserve O'Neill, especially when it comes to workshops and events, dinner parties, anything actually. To go the extra mile. I believe that life is about celebrating, creating joy, and love is the foundation in which I work from. So that's going to be very much a part of everything moving forward. In fact, we're going to exceed 100 episodes here based on where we're at in the body and what work we're working with. I so hope that you found value. I was thinking, gosh, if it was $1 a day, you're in a $1,000 course. If it was $2 a day, you're in a $2,000 course. Forever free, forever free, a gift from me. And then we go in and we can do some private work. I was looking at some of the options that I've been writing furiously and journaling as it's the new moon. So it's about setting intentions of where you want to go and where you want to be, how you want to show up for you. And I always believe written word is very, very powerful, very, very powerful. And I would go as far to say as the digits to the phone, but there's something about the rhythm and the scripting of writing. It's like, I've done exercises in mandalas, posing a couple questions and then going in and drawing the mandala. I've had workshops for intuitive painting. The painting that you see behind me is 95 by 30. It's titled, I've created that as a healing project in intuitive painting. It's called Hidden Treasures. It's actually, I had my daughter trace my body on the painting, and during the course of surgeries and stuff, I wrote a whole bunch of love notes to my body on there, and it's gone through a number of colors. It started out like pure red in just and then just evolved as I used all the chakra colors all the way up the body, and put in healing, put in wishes, put in intentions. So there's so much great work that we can do together. And to build a community. I often have said that in my lifetime, I've often felt a little bit like an alien. Some people just don't get me. And it's beautiful to create a community where people get you, and that they value you in their lives. And it's often not family, much to my heart's my heart pain. It's often not family. So I look forward so much, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here with me. My name is Deborah O'Neill. I'm the CEO and founder of BlissBee.me, integrative holistic health. I'm here to share because I care, and I'm a big crybaby. My goodness, that's a part of me that I love. It's part of my connection, and it's it is incredible how I can sit here and get grounded, centered, and aligned with you, and have a mantra meditation with you, and share an energy talk with you, and just feel so devotionally connected to you. Sort of my bhakti every day. It's my devotion at 8:45 to be here and talk to myself on a phone. It's really quite funny, but it's so palpable. I can feel it, and I know it to be true. So I know that the connection is here, and to invite you into my home for a workshop or meet you somewhere in the world for a retreat. It makes me smile, the deepest, biggest smile that I can have, and to carry it into a membership where, I actually get to see what work you're completing, because it says completed when on the worksheets or the PDFs that I post in there. It's a really neat platform that I've been poking around in for the last few days, seeing what my capabilities were within that. You know, to be able to come on in a video and monthly and give you like sort of the monthly lowdown of, you know, what the astrology holds and where we're focusing on for the full moon and the new moon and how we do that and what's our calendar of events so that you have priority to book in for workshops or retreats. And every month will be like a workshop. Every month will be like your mini workshop where we work together in the community. So that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm working with. But right now we're working with the 7th chakra, Sahasrara. So it is our operating system, and it operates on the programs that we set. So what programs are you setting? That's the question. That's the work that needs to be done. So we talked about the witness yesterday. We talked about how the witness is that it's the essence that dwells within. What is your essence? Now that's a curious question. So your essence, I like to think of it as your flavor. Spicy, sweet, sour, tart. Somewhere in between, neutral. You know, sometimes it's bold, sometimes it's, I don't know what it is. It's kind of a little withdrawn flavor, or it's flat, or it's, you know, thinking about it as its flavor. And with that flavor is made up of your programs. So what are your programs made out of? Beliefs? What do you believe? What do you think you believe? Sometimes, like I said, I can be talking and I go, wow, I just contributed that to a group conversation when that's not my truth at all. Where did that come from? And then and then I have like this regret, like, why did I say that? Or the group is swearing and I get caught up in dropping F-bombs. I don't drop F-bombs. I don't vibrationally think it's part of my essence. It's not part of my essence. It's not part of who I am. I don't want it to be part of who I am. So that's where the beliefs come in. And that's my belief. I don't want that to be part of who I am. That's my belief. Some people might look at it and think, oh, she's a prude. Or, oh, look at her. She doesn't swear. It doesn't matter. It's part of who I am. It's my flavor. And the people that do, it's their flavor. And, you know, a lot of people are attracted to that. So that's just fine. No right or wrong. No fault or blame. Simply is, right? Simply is accepting people for how they show up. And that doesn't mean they have to be a part of your party or a part of your pool or part of your tribe, some people say, which, yeah, part of your collective. So we're working with the crown chakra. It's our operating system. It enables us to read a program and make use of it. So what a belief is it simply is an interpretation. It's simply how you interpret your life, a part of life. It comes into the human psyche, and the meaning gets assimilated to a set of beliefs, which is basically, it's our experience. It's how those beliefs show up in our experience of life. And our experiences form that loop, that continual feedback system. So that's where those dots are already connected because you've had an experience of that. And that experience is what's on recall. That's your subconscious. How many did we say? 40 million per second is the operating system of the subconscious. It's crazy big numbers. And then the consciousness was 40,000 or something like that per second. It was a huge, huge difference between the two operating systems of consciousness and subconsciousness. And basically, our interpretations are made up of concepts as well. So we have a belief, and from that belief, we conceptualize it, and then we bring it into an experience because the in order to have an experience, you need to conceive it first, which is taken from the word conception. So what we believe, we conceive. It's a little phrase that's out there quite readily available that's commonly put out for inspiration. You got to believe it before you can conceive it. It's true. It's true. Because if you don't believe it, what is your probability of conceiving it? It's like manifestation. So it's used often in a manifestation or law of attraction text and terminology. And from all these things is our order. It's our ordering principles. It's our ordering principles of information. So we can, it's all in an order. Or we believe it should be in an order. It's like you're doing it all wrong. Ready, aim, fire, or ready, fire, aim. That's when you're going to do something. I'd rather do it imperfectly than wait forever for it to be perfect and maybe never complete it. Another big point and statement often made with manifesting, goal setting, vision boarding. I love vision boarding. Don't even get me started with vision boarding. I have mine, where is it? There it is behind my desk that I try to keep clean. Try is the operative word. So the interpretation basically is a governing principle in the way that we order our life. It's like the little engine that believed it could and made it happen. So that's where we're at. This is the information that we're becoming so attuned to. This is the information that allows us to create that awareness. I hope that you're seeing how what I'm trying to offer is how to break down what is going on in here. It's like the recipe. I have a 200-page recipe book that I'm getting ready to put into ebook. Well, that's in ebook that is going to be edited and copywritten, or edited and pictures added. So it is like a recipe. And often I'll take a recipe, I'll take 3 or 4 recipes and put them together and create my own recipe from that. It's like creating a recipe for your own life. It totally is creating a recipe for your own life. Finding 3 or 4 people that are like just outstanding people to you. And seeing what parts of them you find outstanding and bringing those into the recipe mix of you. It's often easier to create something when you've already seen it, when you've already experienced it, and bringing that in. Even with marketing, one of the biggest marketing things is, I'm a marketing major as well. So it's like part of marketing is it's okay to be a fast follower. It's totally okay to be a fast follower. You don't have to be the inventor. Most marketing is fast following. And we are, it might seem weird, but we are marketing ourselves. When we go apply for a job, we're marketing ourselves. When I'm offering you a membership, I'm marketing myself. When I'm offering you a course, I'm marketing myself. But I like to believe that I'm authentic. I am authentic. I have a high integral point of offering. That's my interpretation. That's my program. That's the piece that I keep on pulling back in with my studies in yoga philosophy and the yamas and niyamas and the pranayama and the pratyahara and the dhyana and dharana and samadhi, the 8 limbs of yoga. That's where I go to. That was so important to me, to find a foundation for living, to find that information and create that loving foundation for life for my family. Give me something to chew on. Give me something to incorporate and take a stand in the truth of me, the truth of you, taking a stand in. Let's bring our attention to the feet on your feet on the floor. So we prepare to ground, center, and align today. There's so much great knowledge out there. There's so many things that we can tap into that allow us that stability where we're going in this grounding, in the grounding portion of our life, that foundation. We're in 2020. It equals 4. The 4 pillars of you. The 4 pillars of you. 2021 is going to be amazing. This is the pillar time. This is where we establish the 4 pillars. We get to establish the 4 pillars again. That's part of what a lot of the astrology is leaning into in this time of 2020. Are we ever? Holy moly. Just the fact that all these planets are going into retrograde. They're pulling back in. It's a time of reflection. We have 5 or 6 planets now. Venus, I think, is going into retrograde. That will take us into the 6th planet this week. They're pulling back in. It's that indwelling. We're going in and taking a look at the insight. We're pulling back in, taking a look at our programming. We're reprogramming, we're remembering, we're retruthing, reestablishing, reviewing, we're viewing it over again. We're adjusting our foundation. There's no mistake what's going on here in this time. It makes so much sense. And here we are. There's no mistake that I had no choice but to be online March 24th, 2020. Episode 1. There's no mistake that now here we are, the end of June. We're in the 6th month. We've just completed the 6th chakra. Like, it's just bizarre. We're coming into the July, 7th month, and we're going out and we're broadening our perspective. We are totally broadening our perspective. I'm asking you to be with me as we open up into curiosity. Undot the dots. Take some pegs out of the light bright. Reformulate the picture, the programming. Delicious. It's, like I said, it's way better than breakfast, lunch, or supper. There was something else that, what else would I, it'll come to me in a second. This is all about our belief system. All about our belief system. And if you're interested, there's a lot of belief work that I do with working with Psych K. Yeah. That can be done distant as well. It doesn't need to be done in person. What does Anna Dea say? The awakened crown chakra questions any and all of our belief systems, constantly reprogramming and upgrading the operating system that runs your life. That's a great way to close this portion and go into our outro, our mantra meditation, the so hum, as we breathe in so on the inhale and hum on the exhale. So let's engage that while we do our grounding and centering and aligning. See if we can bring a little bit, we want to engage that breath. So we engage the breath. We can set the mantra if we wanted to in the background just to allow our brain to stay clear, if that works for you. And then we draw up. We send our etheric feet down to the central core of the earth. That's the part of the hara line that we're engaging. And allow that just to float down, feeling the sensory of the rocks and the sand and the coolness coming into the molten earth as we're traveling down, traversing down into the central core of the earth. And we're guided by that central crystalline core. And allow our etheric feet to wrap around that crystalline core. Now we've created that superhighway where we give permission for the Mother Earth energy to come up through that superhighway. Up, up, up. And allow it to come into the full foot. Engage those 4 points of your foot. Spread your yoga toes. Attach them to the floor. And bring it up. As we come with this stability and this security and nurturing of Mother Earth into the legs and the knees and the thighs and the hips, into the abdomen, stoking that fire of passion in the third chakra as it burns away all the emotions and grief and sorrow and anxiety and worry that does not serve us, as we breathing up into and over our shoulders, down our arms into our hands. Breathe it up through the gateway of the throat, allowing it to stabilize and know that we speak with love through this gateway, connecting the mind and the body as we bring that Mother Earth energy up into the head, allowing it to wash over the full cranium, allow it to come out of the top of the Sahasrara, and just imagine it bathing the body, clearing that first level of the biofield, offering healing, turning on the sensory points of the body, and feel it as it rejoins with Mother Earth. And coming in and taking that line now up further and through the spine and through the head, and we're creating this fine line to divine as we center in, rocking back and forth, finding that still point before we take it through the solar system and into the universe. We can't send it until we center it. Find that point. Now we're stable, we're secure, we're grounded. Now we're centered. Now we're going to align. Often we can put a resolve with this. We can put whatever we want with it. We can send it. Fine line to divine. God, creator, source, energy, higher self, superconsciousness, universal force, whatever it is, place of many names, guides, archangels, sages, gurus, angels, whatever it is, and connecting that super highway to all that is, that invite and permission for that golden white light energy to come in and down. It's always there, but even more so when we extend that antenna. Bring it into the seventh chakra, into the head. Beautiful, effervescent, golden white light. Let it sparkle in your body and shine through so you shine bright all day. And into the heart region, the lungs, where expansion and love for all. Down our arms and our hands and down into our torso, our hips and our legs. And come back to our deep diaphragmatic breath and re-engage our Soham if it got lost along the way. Inhaling So, exhaling Hum. Inhaling So, exhaling Hum. One smooth, complete breath, even in the inhalation and the exhalation. No pause, no jerks, no noise, no judgment. Let's take 2 minutes in silence. Stillness. Put your thoughts on the train or in the bubble. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Deeply, deeply appreciate it. I recognize you have a choice to be anywhere, and you're choosing to be here. That means a lot. Oops, we got a jumper. Collaboration. That one definitely wanted to share with us today as it jumped out of the pile. I love when that happens. Collaboration and reciprocal goodwill are indispensable for good work. Collaboration and reciprocal goodwill are indispensable for good work. It is only in harmonious collaboration that effective work can be done. The important thing is to find the point on which you can all agree. And after this is firmly established, each one must be ready to yield their personal will in order to keep intact this point of harmony. I love these cards. I'm going to read it again. It is only in harmonious collaboration that effective work can be done. The important thing is to find the point on which you can all agree. And after this is firmly established, each one must be ready to yield their personal will in order to keep intact this point of harmony. Absolutely beautiful. And on that, I'd wanted to let you know where I got this bracelet from. It's from a dear friend that I have known for over 40 years. Shocking. I had to say that. Ooh, that's a long time. Wonderful. She is an amazing jewelry designer. Her site is called b.balanced on Facebook. I've got a number of her pieces that I absolutely love. I'll have to bring them on as some of my favorite things in another segment, another episode. I'm deeply honored that she took the time to share my Facebook Lives on her Be Balanced Facebook page for giving people insight to something that she loves and enjoys and shares and is online with us often, very often, if not every day. So with that, I want to send my love to you. I love you. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow, and make it a great